What's going on, you guys? So check it right. I've got a few topics I just want to speak on, and the first relates to Flvme finally announcing the release date of his sophomore album Black and White. Now, if you've been keeping up with the channel, you'll know that we discussed the unfortunate habit of Flvme when it comes to him prematurely hyping up his projects when no release date has been confirmed. Now, that's a pattern he's continuously repeated throughout the years, but it looks like that's finally coming to an end since Black and White is dropping on the 11th of August, which happens to be next week Monday. Now, the album does include 21 tracks, where some of the records have been teased through snippets. I mean, last year we got short visualizers for 10 Toes, Daddy Issues, and KOCTY. And a few weeks back, he also teased Butterflows, which features diamonds. And that had a lot of fans hyped up for the album even more. Now, I think it was 2 weeks back when we spoke on one of his records being taken down by Stay Low because he didn't follow protocol when it comes to clearances involving artists from Piff Audio. Now, in his defense, he claims he changed his distribution company, which led to the record being removed.
I didn't drop it, it leaked.
It leaked?
It leaked.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So I basically switched distributions. So my previous distributor kind of had they didn't take down the music in time, so it basically affected the whole transfer thing. But you know, it's not something that we not able to work around. So yeah,
we'll be good again.
Yeah.
The time where the album comes through.
Well, crazy enough, let me put it like, the single was actually supposed to drop today, but because I switched disc shows, I had to like push it back a week. So that was just what happened. But everything is still gonna go accordingly. It's just we have this little minor glitch, but it's nothing crazy that can be handled.
So two conflicting sides of the same story, but I guess that doesn't matter anymore since the record has been officially released as the leading single. So that does tell me that he managed to handle things with Stay Low in terms of clearances, which makes sense because I mean, you had Diamonds featured on 2 tracks as well as Zucci, so business seems to be in order. Now, Flvme has managed to create a lot of hype around the album, and I'm sure he'll manage to deliver. So I'm definitely anticipating this drop. Now, moving on to the next topic, we have Nasty C on his mogul level. Now, what am I talking about? While Torax will be giving artists full control of their independence, distribute your music, track analytics, get paid directly, and keep 100% of your music rights. So let's break this down a bit in terms of distribution. While you'll get your music on all major streaming and social media platforms, where you'll be able to distribute your songs globally, monetize whenever they're played, and split earnings with ease. So this entails global right management, where your rights are covered worldwide. There's also social licensing, where you'll make money when your music is played on social media such as YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, etc. There's also DSP royalties, where you'll get paid by Spotify, Apple Music, BloomPay, and more. And then there's also smart royalty contracts, where you can set up automatic royalty splits with collaborators. Now let's move on to analytics, where all your music, fans, streams, tips, and sales are in one place. So you'll be able to see the numbers behind every stream, click, tip, and fan. And this includes fan insights, where you'll know who's listening and how to reach more people. There's track growth, where you can spot trends and watch your plays grow daily. There's also revenue stats, where you can see what you're earning per stream, sale, and tip. And there's also social activity, where you'll see all shares, comments, and saves across all platforms. Now, let's also move on to engagements, where you'll build your tribe your way. Now, you can turn your fans into support that helps you grow. So you'll have a smart page where all it takes is one link for all your music, videos, content, etc. You'll also have a feed plus messaging, where you'll share updates and chat with your fans in real time. And there's also SEO ready, where it makes it easy for you and your music to be discovered online. Now, there's other features that are coming soon, such as memberships, where you'll be able to offer exclusive content to your biggest fans. There's also tips and donations, where you can let fans show you love and send you money. And then there's also fan subscriptions, where you can get steady monthly support. Now, lastly, you have ownership, and this includes your catalog management. So you can register your music and manage your rights at once with their catalog manager. So this includes create release, where you can upload and distribute your music via the Torax catalog manager. Then there's smart splits, where you can track who you've worked with and who gets what. And then there's rights detection, where you'll be able to know when your music is used anywhere possible. Then there's digital contracts, where you can protect your rights and automate your payouts with their creative first digital contracts. And then there's content management, where you can manage all your content in one place. And finally, there's content optimization, where your release will reach more fans on streaming and socials with their rights metadata. Now, how much does all of this cost? Well, for an independent artist, you'll be paying $1 or 17 Rand and 77 cents per month. And for an independent label, well, they'll be paying $5 or I guess 88 Rand and 86 cents per month, which is really reasonable. Now, I must say that I'm really impressed with how this was executed. I mean, for a setup like this to look so clean, it must have been in the works for quite some time. Now, it's going to be interesting to see if artists actually do sign up and utilize the label to further their career independently. Considering that the monthly subscription is quite cheap, I don't see why you wouldn't take the opportunity to at least try it out and see if it works for you. Now, with regards to Nasty, well, it's obvious to me that his time at Def Jam didn't go to waste, and I say that because it does seem like he utilized that time to better his knowledge when it comes to the music business, and through learning and understanding, he's now able to apply that knowledge, and not by only bettering his own business acumen, but he's also empowering the next wave of independent artists on their come up. So that's a big shout out to him for that. But with that said, you guys let me know your thoughts on this. Are you excited for Black and White by Flvme? And what do you think of the new approach that Nasty is taking with Torax? Comment down below. Anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to hit that like button if you found the content dope, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. It's on to the next one. Peace.